Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. What I'm going to talk about is putting in the second flywheel of an opera here in the carriage that moves back and forth like this. And what you want to do first is slide this mandrel in and the mandrel shaft here and put a little oil in these two holes and give it a spin, make sure everything's working well. And it is, it's spinning freely. Now what you have is, like the other flywheel, we have some stuff to do. We have a flat spot here, and we have this little hole here. Well, we're going to have to put this ring in and this in on assembly, and we're going to have to put the drive shaft in, and this turns. So what we're going to do to assemble this, I'll show you, we're just going to put a pinch of oil right here so it lubes this piece right here. Okay, we're just going to get a little bit of oil on there, and I'll show you the method in my madness. This fits in the two slots there. That slides in and out. So this is always moving like this, and it's turning. This turns the mandrel like that, but this is always moving. This is moving. So we're going to put this in, and now we have to remember we have this slot and this slot. So what we're first going to do is turn it to the start position.
Push the lever down.
And we're going to have one screw up high, and we're going to come in just like that. Now we're going to put this screw hole up. There we go. Now we have to watch. There, I aligned that one, and then we'll turn this one over. And align that one.
Okay,
now what you do?
Stop. Show me what you aligned.
I aligned the flat and the hole with this. The flat goes on this one, and the little hole goes on that one, and that's all there is to it. You line those two up, put in your set screws. I'm using a magnetic one.
Magnetic what? Screwdriver?
Yep. It's magic. And we'll just steal a little oil off the rail here. That's all we need is just a little bit of oil. We'll just take that right there.
Wow, that is small.
I'm going to have to get my goggles, my extra eyeballs. But this is a tough one. There we go. So now what you do is you get that one in, and then you've aligned this hole so there's now you put the next one in so there's no play.
What next one?
This one
where?
here, we line that hole up here, so we'll put pointed one in.
Now, is there a way to know which screw goes in which hole, or does it matter?
There's a flat and a pointed. This one is going in a little indentation, so this one has a little tip on it. Let me get down in here. These things are a booger to get to. And this isn't the hard part. The hard part's coming up. This is when you get a 12-year-old with really good eyesight. And you strange it. So we got that one in. We still have to do the other two, but this is okay. Now we have little play and the spins. Now what we'll do is we'll oil this up. Drop of oil, little drop of oil. Now we're going to pull this shaft out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the flywheel where I have this hole up right here. Back under.
Wait.
You'll have to
Okay,
walk
that
around.
hole. I see it right there.
Yeah, you remember the last time I worked on the other one and we had the teeny piece that goes in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to put because you remember the other shaft had a point, and this has a center hole right there. We're going to put just a little dab of green grease right there. Okay? Now we're going to slide this forward. We have the carriage out of the way. And we'll get the little trusty flashlight to line up the holes. Now we're going to put a paper towel in here, like that. Because if it drops, I push down in here like that. You see that?
So if you drop that teeny tiny.
If I drop that teeny tiny screw, I hope it goes in here and I'm not hunting around in it. Or I'm going to have to go to Spartanburg and get Chris, his son, who's a master at finding the screws on my shop floor. And then you find a hole. There we go. Now we pull that out. And the mandrel runs. Take the brake off. Now all we have to do is put in the last two set screws, and that's the whole top end of an Opera. And that's what it takes to put in these two flywheels, match everything up. We have very little play in here. When you adjust the governor, what you're going to do is leave one of these screws or these bearings loose, and then you'll adjust the governor and speed. It's very easy, and that's my tip for the day.